James, what's happening, man? Oh, shit. Yeah, Waymaker, what's that? Man, Waymaker, my bad, bro. You gonna have to shoot me a text, man. For some reason, your number didn't save in his phone. Man. What's up, man? You been on the road? Been on the road? Yeah? Yo. But I'll be back. It's more than 85. What's up? Alright, let me get this one done right quick. So, alright, for sure. So, look, I titled the video there, right? Because, you know, just some different things I seen just inspired this video. Well, I know a lot of people's dream is to get trucks and, you know, get a bunch of people working for them, financial freedom, all this stuff here, right? Well, it's a whole lot that goes into that, you know. A lot of people just want to fill seats when they new to hiring people, you know, which could be a really bad thing because, man, those people are not, what it do? A lot of people, those people are not gonna run that truck like you run, of course, if you drive, but they're not gonna operate like you operate. So that being said, you have to set something up to where they're going to be happy and you're going to be happy also. Does what's happening? Both of y'all have to be happy. All right. Now that doesn't mean let somebody take advantage of you and you're like, okay, I'm gonna just give them more money. Now it's to the point where it's not beneficial for you anymore and you can't even sustain the business and eventually you're gonna go under. So that's not gonna work either. Man, my phone probably gonna quit working up here at this light for some reason. It always jacks up at this light. I'm just letting y'all know ahead of time. But man, you have things like the drivers don't get the loads done on time. You know, they just slow playing. Some of them get home, don't want to get back out on the road. People quit on you if they feel like you really need them. They will abandon your truck. Man, just a number of different things. When people feel like you need them, these are the things they'll do. Well, the biggest mistake anybody that's getting in business for the first time for themselves, when I say getting business, I'm talking about you're hiring people. You're not the job. You know, if you working yourself, then you got a job. But I'm talking about a business, something that's gonna operate without you. So you have to really screen people because people are who they are, period. You ain't gonna change that, no matter what. So don't compromise. If you feel like, man, I got a truck, I really need a driver or whatever, you're gonna get a BS driver, and a BS driver gonna do a BS job, and then in the end, you're gonna be screwed and you're gonna be pissed because you didn't do the research. You were just trying to fill a seat. You really need to screen people, and the same thing I said about numbers. If numbers don't work, they just don't work. It's the same thing with employees. If they don't work, they don't work. Quit trying to overlook things because you're like, well, man, I really just need this person to do that. No, you gonna address the issues. Some don't change, they gotta go. But if you screen your employees well, nothing's perfect, but you can eliminate a lot of stress by not hiring the wrong person. You know, sit down with them. Don't just talk about, you know, their experience and stuff like that. You really need to have a heart-to-heart conversation with them and find out what are they looking for. You know, if you find out what are they really looking for and tell them just be 100% honest with you, you can maneuver around a lot of stuff. So, like for example, with my driver, I got an old school driver. He an older guy. All right, pulling the step deck, right? Well, I know that with him being older, it's gonna take him longer to tarp loads, secure loads, or whatever, because you climbing on top of the trailer, you climbing down, stuff like that. And he an older dude. I mean, he get the job done. And when he get in the truck, he move, but after he get through tarping the load or whatever, I'm not expecting him to get in a truck and run that sucker all day. He's old. I mean, he ain't like 70 or nothing like that, but he's old, so he's gonna be tired fast. So I expect him. This is just without me talking to him. I'm automatically thinking in my mind, okay, he probably gonna run for a little bit, but he gonna be tired. He gonna take a nap, or he gonna shut down early. I already know this. You know what I'm saying? So you just have to know what you're dealing with. And if he stick around for a long time, I don't really know if he's gonna want to continue to run platform equipment. He's probably gonna want to switch over to the drive-in, which we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But I'm not opposed to it, you know, because he'll run anywhere. And I try to make sure I keep everything smooth. Like, hey man, we hitting these numbers, boom, he goes something a little extra on your tick. You know what I'm saying? So, because at the end of the day, you still want your drivers happy, but you don't want to just keep dumping money in situations thinking it's gonna get better either, because it's not. It's just like any person that got a job. Everybody want a raise, right? But a raise is not always gonna fix your problem. You may be living above your means. You may be the type of person like, I don't like how they doing this and that around here. If I was in charge, I'd do it better or whatever. That's just who you are, and it's just what you have going on. Other people are the same way, you know. They think like that. They feel like, I really need a raise. I've been here such and such amount of time or whatever. Okay, I'm not saying a person don't deserve a raise, but if they feel like a raise is gonna fix their problem, a raise ain't gonna fix their problem. You need to eliminate some stuff. You need to switch up your lifestyle or whatever the case may be. Because a lot of people like, well, I just need to work for myself or whatever. If you can't handle the small things you got going on now with a small amount of money, you definitely not going to be able to sustain with a large amount of money. Because the more money you make, the more responsibilities you have, the more money you have to dump out. And if you can't manage that with a small amount of money, you don't stand a chance with a large amount of money. It's not going to happen. You're going to keep wanting more and more and more and more and more. So if you can perfect operating your lifestyle off a small amount of money, then you'll thrive when you start making a large amount of money. Because you already know how to manage money, period. You know how to manage finances. So you'll sustain a business, keeping employees, and also your personal bills, your household, etc. You just really have to know what you're doing. Also, every person you dealing with has a different personality, and you have to learn that particular person and deal with that person accordingly. You cannot deal with every human person the same way. It just don't work like that. You may have some employees that talk a lot. You may have some that don't talk at all. You may have some that they go getters. They steady, boom, boom, boom. You got to keep them rolling. You may have some that just rolling. So with that being said, you also have to know how to pay those employees. Because if you got an employee that moves pretty slow, but they still get the job done, I wouldn't pay the employee by the load. I'd pay them by the mile. Now you're chasing miles to get your money. you ain't chasing lows because you move too slow. But if you got somebody who a go-getter, heck yeah, I'll pay them by the load because I know they gonna keep getting load after load after load after load. Like you will have to catch up to them. So, you know, that may help somebody that's trying to hire somebody and want to know, like, man, how would I pay them? You just really have to figure out. Y'all have to talk from the beginning. And when y'all talk from the beginning, say, hey, I get you to pay you this, so I can pay you this. But let's just do a trial run first. Let me just see how you run. You know, there may be a conversation y'all want to have. Let me just see how you run, and then we'll go from there. You know, younger guys move a whole lot faster. But the problem with a young man, my bad. What? Man, I can't see crap right now. I'm hitting these roads in Shreveport ragged, man. When I was trying to read it, but I will when I stop. But man, y'all just have to sit down and talk, and you figure out that particular person and see how they run. Now, you also have to be careful with younger guys. Now, you got some younger guys that'll get out there and get it. Call what's happening. You got some younger guys that'll get out there and get it. But one thing a young person will do, they'll try to count your pockets. And not only that, you know, you got to think about the image that's being displayed on TV, the music and everything like that. The younger people want to be flash and they want to make all this money and spend all this money. So what some of them will do, they'll have in their mind, like, man, I ain't finna keep working for this person, making them rich and blah, blah, blah. I'ma just get my own, which ain't nothing wrong with that. But the thing is, you need to always have in the back of your mind a young person to quit on you in a heartbeat. You need to, and it may not happen, but if you prepare your mind for it, you won't be surprised if it happens. You know, a lot of old school people, once they happen, they content, they cool. They like, you know, I'm not paycheck to paycheck, I'm making good money, I'm living, all my bills and my needs and my wants are met, so I'm chilling. A young person, they'll jump job to job to job to job to job, so you gotta be careful with them too. I'm not saying don't hire them, but you really need to screen them, and you, like I say, you need to have that heart to heart, man. Tell me what you're looking for, just be straight up with me, and man, we can work something out. Because you may have that young person that'll get out there and get it, but they might only get out there and get it for 4 months, and then they move on to the next thing. I would utilize them for the 4 months, just me personally. So you just really have to know what you're dealing with. Hold on. Hey, Mom. What up, Antoine? Tell Fat Man to come. Yeah, you just, like I say, you just really have to know what you're dealing with. And, you know, from Jump Start, you need to, when you sit down and talk with them, say, hey, man, what are you looking for, and how are you looking to run, how often you trying to be home, and everything like that. And if it works for your operation, cool. I wouldn't 100% exclude them. If I can make it work to benefit me, I'll do it. So, for example, if I got somebody that's like, man, I don't really have to be home every day, but I do want to be at home as often as I can, because a younger person might have really young kids. So, all right, if you can sit back and you can look at your operation and the routes you run and the money you make, and you can, and it works for you, you know, like for me, for example, if I What's up, son?
Hit it.
How was your day?
It was good.
Ma'am? What wrong?
Did they ever get you something?
Yeah.
They finally said?
Yeah.
Oh, that was right on time with the dog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Did you hear
Uh,
when they talking about a 4 up now?
Nah. I'm gonna call you, mom. I'm on this video.
Okay, man. All right.
Everything good?
Yes, sir.
Yo, you hungry?
Yes, sir.
You ain't eating?
Yes, sir.
Alright. So, for example, if I was to find a young person and I tried them out here and they say, hey man, I got young kids or whatever, but I'm willing to work and I'm willing to get out there and get it. I give them a shot, right? And I look at how they run and see if anything changes with them. Like they going hard and then they all of a sudden slow down. So first thing I'm looking at, okay, what's causing them to slow down? Is it the fact they were just trying to impress me in the beginning and now I'm seeing who I'm really dealing with, or something else causing it? So I'll be looking for that, right? Also, like I say, if I can find somebody around here, which I'm not looking, because I really don't want to hire nobody around here, because I already know what I'm dealing with in this city. I already dealt with it before. But just say I can find somebody around here. Well, I know these routes all around here and everything surrounding me is good areas to get work. Like Shreveport is a good area to load flatbed. I'm speaking flatbed on it. Good loads in Shreveport, Port of New Orleans, Houston, Dallas, Oklahoma City, Tulsa, Jackson, Mississippi, Baton Rouge, Little Rock, Arkadelphia. Like all those are really good areas. Raining, what about Crystal? Really good areas, right? So I would run that person like I used to run myself. I run them up to either Dallas or Oklahoma City and just say pulling the step deck, right? And we run up to Oklahoma City. Well, I would load coils. I'll load coils out of Shreveport or shingles or whatever. I load them, run it to Dallas or Oklahoma City. Just say Oklahoma City, right? Oh, and Coachella, for sure. Oh, you can keep that down there. And say he dropped in Oklahoma City. Say it ain't no work there, for example. I will route that truck back down to Madill, Oklahoma, load up those big tech trailers on the step deck, and I stretch that drive out to Jackson, Mississippi, for example. Alright? He's got to run back down I-20. That driver gonna run that, come back home for the night, boom, he there with his family, his little kids. Get up the next morning, run to Jackson. I pick up in Jackson or Flowood or Bryant or something like that. There's other places in Mississippi like Columbus, Mississippi. There's plenty of places to load right there. Mag and the P was happening. So, bam, I turn around and reload them out of there or Brookhaven or something like that. Brought them right back toward Dallas or Houston or something like that. Well, guess what? You got to hit I-20, come back through Shreveport again. Come back home for the night, be at home with your family, get up the next day, do the same thing. So now, boom, he running Houston. I reroute him out of Houston, going up to Little Rock or going to Jackson or coming straight back to Shreveport or something like that, or Memphis. Come back home, be with your family, get up the next morning. So I would keep running that person. So like I say, and I'm getting the miles, I'm getting the money, and everybody happy. This person making the money they want to make, and they there with their family. So that's why I say every driver ain't the same. People got to quit putting these drivers in the same box. Well, well, this job operate like this, so if this person can do it, you need to be doing this, you need to be doing that. You just see what they good at, and you utilize them. You know, it's like you go to any job. Everybody has a certain position. Even if they're doing the same thing, you have to figure out who is the best at that. And guess what? Whoever the best, everybody gonna be relying on them to do everything. Now that person works even harder, and most times they ain't making more money, but everybody know they can rely on them. Island Trucker was at them. So, you know, that's pretty much where you wanna go? Where you wanna go? Man, the car flying up behind me. But, you know, that's pretty much the purpose of it. Man, hold on 1 second. 1 second. Yeah, that's pretty much the purpose. You just really have to know what you dealing with, and you know, just use people in the right way. And you can't be money hungry either, because when you money hungry, you will start pushing people. You'll push them trucks harder than they need to be pushed. You'll push drivers harder than they need to be pushed. Now you about to have problems. They might roll your freaking truck over. They may just quit. Cause like, man, this person running me hard as crap. Nah, man, I'm out. Let me find something else. Oh, this person don't never want me to go home. Man, I'm out. So, you know, as I grow, I just know I need to use people in the right way, you know. And like I say, I give, like with my driver right now, I don't try to keep him. My driver been out for like 5 weeks. I've been trying to route this dude home forever, but every time I try to route him home, he want to stay out longer. So he told me, he like, man, I'm gonna go home for Easter because, you know, I'm gonna be with my grandkids and everything like that. So I'm like, all right, cool, ain't no problem. So he got a load that he unloaded in the morning. And at first I was trying to find him loads that was gonna put him back in Houston, because he from Houston, put him back in Houston for this weekend. That way he could be at home. All right, so I seen a couple loads. I just waited too long to call because I needed to make sure he was gonna be where he was supposed to be on time to get unloaded. I need him to be the first truck there to get unloaded, because, you know, that's some stuff we had to work out, because he came from running drive-in, and he run good, but it's just the fact that, you know, on the drive-in, they load and unload 24 hours a day. Flatbed, that ain't the case. So I had to just really show him how to run routes properly on a flatbed truck. But anyway, I seen one load coming out of, I don't remember what city, it was Northeast Texas, going to Alabama. Then one out of Alabama was going to put him right back in Houston. I'm like, boom. Each one of them, one day load, like 500 and some miles there, 500 or 600 some miles, I can't remember, wasn't far. Put him in Alabama, then boom, turn around, put him back in Houston. Yeah, Houston for the weekend. Come Monday morning, he ain't got to get up in the middle of the night and be rushing to try to go wherever he got to go to unload, because he already at home. So yeah, Devin, what's happening? So yeah, but that's what it is. You know, I try to keep that communication. Like, man, you got something going on. Gangsta, what's happening? Like, you gotta let me know what's going on ahead of time. So I hit him up. I'm like, hey, bro, you got anything planned? Anything you need to do with your family? You know, whatever. Let me know now so I can know how to route the truck. So we sit there, we plan ahead of time. And, you know, like I still got income coming in, so it ain't no big deal to me. So like if he told me like, hey man, and he been going hard anyway. So if he told me like, hey man, I really want to try to take me a vacation. I need about 5 days off. Guess what? I'm not tripping on that. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna run them hard for like 2 weeks. Make sure I got money to pay the truck note. I got money for this insurance and everything like that. And I get a profit off it. He get a profit. He shut down for 5 days. Guess what? Everything paid. I'm already ahead. He come back, we get right back to it. So that's why I say, like, you really have to study what you're doing. You just can't be out here just running the truck all over. And another thing, we've been hitting some amazing numbers week after week after week after week. My truck run the south only. My truck hadn't been in the north or any of that. He been with me since January. That truck ain't been in the north. It been to the west coast one time. That was the first load, first 2 loads. And hold on. Which one?
The 3-finger combo. Root beer.
Let me get a 3-finger combo with a root beer.
Okay, well, let's hang it for you.
That's all.
806 is the first drop to the window. Thank you.
Alright. Y'all remember this stuff being in hot? Oh, like something. But anyway, dang, what was I just saying? What I just said? Somebody tell me what I was just saying. I forget. I had short-term memory loss. Kane's getting high. Heck yeah, Mike, what's happening? Heck yeah, Kane's getting high. I don't remember me being that high. But, trigger. Oh, yeah, for sure. So, like, alright, so, you know, I let him, I was tied up anyway, so I let him, book those 2 loads. And like I say, boom, I wasn't tripping. I let him do his thing. Hey, how you doing? Yeah. Dang, my bad. I'm trying to find a little change over here. Yo, but I let him do his thing. He booked 2 going to the West Coast. He got stuck over there when them BS coming out. So boom, I'm like, okay, cool. Listen, learn. So now, when I tell him how to run, appreciate it. All right, there we go. I'm gonna have to plug this sucker in before this phone die. Hold on, y'all. Stay before the phone die. Let me finish. So, all right, so now, when people, like I say, people always feel like they can do a better job than you, right? So if they never been in that position, they don't know. So like I say, now he booked them 2 loads, and now I can work with it. So now I can show him like, okay, I'm finna show you where you went wrong, right? I'm in there. God dang, my bad, bro. I know I can't really read right now because I'm driving. Yeah, I apologize. But like I say, people will always feel like they could do a better job, especially when they hadn't been in the position you in. So with him booking them 2 loads, and he see that it ain't work out like that because he's chasing money instead of chasing freight, he realized he put himself in a bind. So I'm like, bro, listen, I'm gonna take over and I'm gonna show you how you need to run, and you still gonna hit every number you need to hit for the week, and you're not gonna run that hard. So that's what I did. I put him on the routes I put him on money routes. Not only money routes, I'm gonna say I put him on freight routes, and the freight routes produce money. I'm gonna put it that way. So truck is not running crazy miles. Man, we'd be running like anywhere from 300 to probably like 1,200 mile runs. Like, that's it. I mean, truck ain't running no cross country, none of that. Just boom, a lot of one-day drops. Boom, boom, boom. But those one-day drops pay like it's a 2 or a 3-day drop. Because number one, got relationships, and I know lanes, because all I've been doing is flatbed. So I already know what lane is hitting. So, and like I say, and I got the relationship. So that's what I do. I put them on the routes. Man, we don't see tolls. We don't see none of that. We in the same areas every single time. Boom, 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 boom. Blowing his freaking mind. I'm like, and like whenever it's time for him to go home, he ain't far from the house. Just go to the house. So, like I told him, like, bro, you really have to study routes. You have to study the business. You can't just be out here chasing money and people running all over the country trying to chase numbers. I'm doing the same numbers and I'm staying right here in one spot. Want dispatch? Nah, man. Honestly, I hate dispatching. I ain't gonna say I hate it. I dislike it because I feel like it required too much of my time. Nah, I ain't doing hot shot, but I went and looked at a hot shot truck yesterday, 5,500. I went and looked at it. Stuck in, I don't even know what it. Oh, in Virginia. Oh, Shelby, what's up, man? Dang, where I'm supposed to be going? I'm just driving. I don't even know where I'm supposed to be going. I need to get me something to eat. I think I want something from Denny's or something. Yeah, I think I want to get me a Philly cheese. Shelby, you need a load out of there? I'll find you a load out of there. Shoot, Rico just called me too. So call Rico and y'all call me on 3-way after this. But yeah, I just went and looked at a hot shot of 5,500. And so basically what I did, I was just studying lanes and looking to see where the money was and how could it benefit me and what can I get out of my capacity. So I seen what I needed to see, and I already reached out to some people, and I'm like, I went to a dealership the other day, went and looked at a 5,500, and I'm gonna check out this 40-foot trailer with the 8-foot deck over the neck, 15,000-pound axles, and air ride, and I'm gonna just see how in Miami, Miami a rough place unless you try and pull some cars out of there, or you can run a reefer unit down there, reefer cars, but like flatbed, nah, Miami is not the spot for no flatbed. No. I got one contact they got that I don't want to tell y'all what he ship out there. I got one contact down there. He shipped pretty good work out of there. It's just not enough for me to be telling other people what it is, because I don't need them jumping on it. So I share a lot of information, but I can't share everything because I screw myself. But anyway, yeah, I don't like dispatching. I do it because I need to do it. But for the most part, hot shot, yeah, you can pick up cars out of Miami. Yeah. But for the most part, with my system I got set up, that's another reason, additional reason I wanted to be in Landstar where I'm at. Because my drivers driver right now. You know, I had another driver in the past too. But they can operate on their own. They don't really need me. You know? I just step in and help out, but they ain't totally tell Rico, alright. They can totally operate on their own without me. And like I say, I got enough good relationships and my name hold enough weight, so we good. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Right here in the South, man. We don't even run up no. We can. I done had people try to send me up there and give me loads coming out. But I'm thinking like, man, listen. Okay, I don't want my truck sitting. Even if I can hit the numbers I want to hit in a week, I don't like sitting because I'm impatient and I don't like my truck sitting. I don't want my driver sitting. So I shoot him up there. It was snowing like a mug. Well, I ain't checked it lately because we ain't been running up there, but snowing like a mug up there. Okay, boom. Now that's gonna slow you down. So if it was a quick in and out, for example, just say we put the load going up there, and that load paid $5,000 going up there, 5,500, and then turn around, it was a load coming out that was paying another 4,500. So 45, 55, that's 10 grand. Boom. All right. A normal person be like, oh yeah, that's 10 grand for the week gross. That's good. But the way I look at mine, I'm like, okay, that's good. Can I get more without overworking my driver? And I may see something in a different area that's real similar, less miles, less work. I'm gonna take what's paying less money that make more sense. So instead of taking that's gonna pay $2 grand, I might take some that's only paying $8 grand. Cause again, I'm not chasing money. I'm chasing whatever makes sense. And not only that, if it makes sense to me, it's gonna be a bigger profit. So yeah, I can gross that 10, but I ain't gonna profit. I ain't gonna keep a large amount of money on it, depending on what the situation is. I'm gonna take some that's gross a least amount of money, and I'm still gonna put more money in my pocket, if that makes sense. Pull wood boards from here to Houston. Out of Coshada or out of Lena? Cause I know out of I think it's Lena, Louisiana. They got lumber. That crap heavy though, and you got a tarp. And I've just been trying to stay away from heavy loads. I be shooting for stuff 40,000 and under. Really, I don't want 40,000, but 40,000 under is typically what I look for. But we still run 46,000 pound loads, hit and miss. Like I got one book. I know I ain't talked numbers in a while. I'm probably never gonna talk numbers again, but I got one book for Thursday that's going from, let me see how many miles it is. Coshada, pull to Idaho. Woo, that's a haul right there. My phone finna die too, but hold on, I'm finna see how many miles this place is. Dang, wrong city. Dang, what city it is? So it's going 442 miles and the load pay $2,000. So that's what I mean, stuff like that. And it's like 442 miles ain't nothing. So 442 miles and load pay $2,000. And I got a good breakdown on it. So what I mean a good breakdown, said Landstar, yeah, they charge 27% on platform, right? But what happens is they charge 27% of the line haul. So I get whoever I'm running the load, whoever I get the load for, I get them to give me a good breakdown on accessories, like a certain amount of money on fuel, tolls, loading and unloading, security, blah blah blah. So now the more they can give me, it cut their line haul down. So if I can get that line haul all the way down to $1,000, they probably ain't gonna get it that low, but I probably can get it down to about $1,300, right? So now Landstar is taking 27% off the $1,300. They ain't taking it off the $2,000. That's where a lot of people get it wrong. They be thinking like, man, y'all pay Landstar a whole lot of money, but they don't take their money off the gross. They only take their money off the line haul. But you can chop that line haul all the way down on timber. Oh, okay. Idaho Timber. That's off of 10. I think I seen that place off 10. So, yeah, but yeah, that's what it is, man. Like I say, man, I try to do. I look for a certain product I want to haul. I try to deal with certain products because I know certain products gonna pay a certain amount of money. So that's why I always tell people study the commodity too, because you'll know what's paying. Right now, lumber paying big time because it's a shortage. So the price of lumber is extremely high right now. And I will run lumber. I'm 100% not opposed to it. I run it quick, but I ain't gonna say quick because it's so heavy. Lumber is super heavy. You're gonna burn a lot of fuel, especially when you pulling hills and all that. You burning so much fuel because your load is so heavy. And the heavier your load is, when you going up and down hills, it's gonna continue to slow you down. So, you know, depending on the terrain you're driving on, you might end up just being an hour behind just because of the terrain and your weight. So, like I say, I will run it. I'll book it for my drive, but it's not something I'm primarily looking for. I'm definitely not. That's not the first thing I'm shooting for. I got a certain type of freight I like to haul, and that's what I go for. I like to haul a lot of heavy equipment. Heavy equipment is my thing. Tractors, 10K, 5K, scissor lift, you know, any of that type of stuff. That's what I like to haul, and that's what I like to haul when I was in the truck myself also. But I done haul pretty much anything you can put on the truck, but that's what I really like to haul because it pay more, and I know I don't have to wait long to get loaded and unloaded because whoever I'm taking it to, they need it. Like, they're waiting on it. Like, man, we've been waiting on this to get here. So I ain't got to sit around waiting all day to get loaded and unloaded. That's why a certain type of freight I like to go after. I like to go after the stuff people want. I ain't going after no crap that everybody and their mama can move. You know, nah. But, yeah, like I say, lanes. Hold on, let me read this before I get out of here because I need to go order my food. Man, XL, you gonna have to shoot me a text too, man. Truck only running in the south. Yeah. Just trying to make sure I ain't overlook nobody before I get off here. South Carolina, being in Virginia, local in Ohio. Yo, right Mental Holler, what's happening, man? I need to get some insight on them dump trucks, man. I got somebody here that's been in the business, but like I like big business. I don't like thinking small. Elvin, what's happening? Want to chop it up? Hey, shoot me an email and then I give you my number. We'll get together. It's infonewsmario@yahoo.com. INFONEWSMARIO@yahoo.com. Mike. Nah, I don't run a hot shot at all. I used to. I done been out of hot shot for like a year now. Almost a year. It's about to be a year. A couple months. Yeah, like 2 months. It'll be a year. I ain't been in there. Cool, it was happening. But man, y'all be easy. I'm about to get up off here and give me something to eat. Peace.